Let me think. Intro. Oh, how about this? This is London! Or I protect the president. Oh, fuck it, who cares? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Drinks and a Movie, and today we are talking about London Has Fallen, a new Gerard Butler action adventure. But first, I'm going to make the drink. London Calling. London Calling is London Dry Gin, Sloe Gin, SLOE, some martini. Vermouth, couldn't think of the word for a second, and a bit of bitters. So we got our container of ice here that we're going to shake. We're going to do 2 shots of gin. 1, 2, a little messy there, but that's what happens in the bar. A bar, the bar, my bar, chocolate bar. 1.5 shots of Sloe Gin. Nope, that goes back over here. I need this still. You need this still if you're gonna make this drink. Shot of the vermouth. And 2 dashes of bitters. A 1, a 2. Okay. You'd be surprised. A little bitters goes a long way. Believe me, I know. Alright. Shake it up. Put your little stopper on. Pour into a martini glass. That is really red. Jesus. All right. Let's see how this is. All right, cheers, everybody. London Calling to London Has Fallen. It's sort of a berry martini. All right, berry martini. Alright, everybody, so London Has Fallen is directed by Babak Najafi and stars Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman, and it is a continuation off of Olympus Has Fallen, which came out a couple of years ago, which I kind of liked. I mean, it was a very kind of throwback, violent action movie of the late 80s, 90s, you know, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Bruce Willis, and I gotta tell you, Mike Banning, who is played by Gerard Butler, is the new John McClane. I mean, this guy is badass. He's not gonna take shit, and he also doesn't give a shit. There's a wonderful line in the movie where Aaron Eckhart, who plays the president once again, asks him, you know, what if you don't come back for me? And Banning's reply is, then you're fucked. And that is just the kind of guy that you want on your side. All the mainstays are back. Morgan Freeman's back as the vice president. Melissa Leo's back. She doesn't do much, but she did take quite a beating in the last movie, so I'm going to give her a bit of a pass. Angela Bassett is back, and it's good. I mean, it's good. I've been trying to do my best to not be too hard on movies anymore, and I'm not saying this is, you know, a bad movie for film buffs. It's not, but it's really is a throwback to the old school action movies, and I think they had that in mind when they made this. I mean, the director, there's some really good bits in it. There's a bit where they go through an alleyway taking out all kinds of terrorists, and it's seemingly done all in one take, kind of similar to like Alejandro Iñárritu's way of directing, who just directed The Revenant, and it worked. It worked really well, and I like that a lot. And this one is I don't think quite as good as the original, but still. Let's have a bit of gin. oh my God, how do Englishmen drink this a lot? Still had that edge to it that you're like, this movie's not pulling punches. I mean, this, just like in the original, there is some very violent stuff in there, and that's what this movie's for. I don't think there's enough kind of quality type of action movies like this anymore. So well done there. Okay, so there was a few things I didn't like. I mean, there always is, and this isn't a perfect movie, and I'm not saying it's anywhere close to it, but there were a few things I didn't like. Most of the action sequences are done practically, which I appreciate. In the vein of like George Miller, a lot of the stuff is actually done by, I think, the actors, and there's a lot of good stunt work. But the CGI was a little shaky at times when they had to show the long shots of London, burning or blowing up or stuff like that. I mean, London Bridge falling. I'm not gonna sing that. But there's a bit where London Bridge kind of gets destroyed, and Westminster Abbey it gets hit, and this is all the beginning, so it's not spoilers. But you had to do it CGI. They couldn't do it practically, obviously. So, but I don't know if they didn't have the budget or what. So that was a little ambitious for, I think, what they could achieve. The other thing I thought was kind of funny is that they made a point to name everybody's position in the government, whether it be British or American. So there's this long point at the beginning where you're seeing everybody's title and name, and there's like at least 20 people that they name, and I'm thinking, should I be taking notes, or is this going to matter? No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think it was just their attempt to keep it realistic, which is kind of strange in a movie like this, because this type of thing isn't supposed to be very realistic. All right, so to sum this up, this isn't going to be a long review because this movie doesn't need a long review. It's a pretty well made, silly action movie that I hope they keep making. I mean, I like this character. Like I said, he's the new John McClane of the 21st century, and it's entertaining and it's fun. If you want a fun, good action movie, right? You go and see this. So I'm gonna give it, a 4 out of 5 drinks. I liked it. I mean, and I liked the original, so I don't have to, it's just as good as the original, I think. I mean, the original had, I think, bigger budget, which is what, anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, go see it if you want to see a silly action movie that's a lot of fun and pretty well made and got great characters. I mean, all these actors really gave 100% to this. I mean, there's nobody that you thought was phoning it in. I mean, except for Morgan Freeman. I think he has somewhere in his contract that says he has to, just be in one room and sit and, deliver his lines. But anyway, let me know what your favorite silly action movie is. If you like this, subscribe down here, and cheers, everybody. Have a drink on me. Hopefully it's better than this one. This one was just okay. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.